2,000 naira. It's just 3,000 naira. 3,000 times 12 is what? Yeah, you know the math. I'm just giving free money to Netflix for nothing. What is taking all my money? Like literally, I think I'm saving, but it is not enough. Have you ever looked at your bank statements and wondered, where did all my money go? Like literally last week I got paid and this week I do not have any money. Well, same. Let's get into this video and dissect what has been keeping our finances low. 2 months ago, I decided to break down my bank statement and wonder, what is taking all my money? Like literally, I think I'm saving, but it is not enough. I am also investing, but it is not enough. At the end of the day, I have little to no money. I checked my finances and saw these things that are keeping my finances low. Like, I am not immune to also spending. I spend sometimes and I overspend sometimes. And I want that to stop. Like, I literally want that to stop. And I know these steps can also help you because it has helped me, right? So I checked my finances and I saw some interesting things. First point I have for you guys is Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, Apple Music, and all that. Some of us, we have all those subscriptions on our phone. In fact, some that we don't use. Even things like Canva, Facetune, apps that we know that this can be useful for our business. But in the long run, we end up not using them. They don't just do what they are meant to do anymore, or you already found a better app that does that same feature. But for some reasons, you just left it on and they are just running. For me, I pay for Netflix, and at the end of the day, I just watch 1 or 2 movies a month. And most of the movies I watch are on YouTube, not on Netflix. So imagine I am just paying for nothing. I am just giving free money to Netflix for nothing. If you check how much I am paying per year, it is a lot of money. So I knew that needed to go. I made sure that I checked free versions of everything. Sometimes we just feel it's very convenient to pay and get that luxury, but at the same time, there are apps that are offering 0 naira photo service. I stopped using Apple Music and I found out that Spotify was a better option for me. So I decided that, you know what, let me use my Spotify for my music. I'm not even really a music person, right? I watch more movies on YouTube than even Netflix or listen to music. So I decided to use the free version of YouTube and also of Spotify. Even though paying for apps are more convenient, but sometimes you just need to cut down that expense. These are the things that are actually taking your money. And you might be thinking, oh, it's just 2,000 naira, it's just 3,000 naira. 3,000 times 12 is what? Yeah, you know the math. The second thing that is keeping my bank account low is literally going to stores, the supermarket when I'm hungry. When I'm hungry, everything looks good to me. Once I enter the supermarket, I want to get chips, I want to get plantain, I want to get fruits, I want to get everything on the store. That is it. Do not go to the supermarket when you're hungry. You go to the supermarket when you're hungry and you have a list. You end up buying things that you don't need because you are hungry and your cravings just keep rushing in here and there. And you pick everything that you see, basically. And you go back home and be like, oh, you enjoy yourself and everything, but that money has gone. Your bank account has reduced again. So I noticed that anytime I'm hungry, I go to the supermarket and I overbuy things. I overbuy. My third point, stick to your list. I know it is very easy to see one thing that you forgot, but trust me, you didn't forget that item. You just think that you need it. Because tell me why I plan to just get yogurt and I'm seeing mozzarella cheese. Hello, they're not the same thing. But I was like, oh, I can use it and make good pasta. You know, I can get make spaghetti bolognese or something. It was not in my thought to make before, but because I saw it, I was like, I'm gonna buy it. Nah, you do not need it. So stick to your budget. Stick to your list. For you not to remember mozzarella cheese, it's probably because you don't need that food. You don't need it. Okay, stick to what you want to use your yogurt and do, and make your parfait, and you'll be fine. So we should try as much as possible to stick to the list of things we write when we are going to the market. Sometimes you go to the market and you just see something needful. Just like, tell yourself that this is what you came to buy and this is what you must get. If Nigeria was a country like America, I would really recommend people to use like apps that you can buy things online, because let me tell you something, that money you pay for delivery, if you go to the market, you're going to spend times two of that money on purchasing things that you probably do not need. My fourth point is buying fast food or going to restaurants. Yes, I think everybody should know this, but I need to re-emphasize on it. Yeah, Nigeria, I live in Nigeria, and Nigeria is a place where they'll tell you, oh, it's better to even buy food from people that sell food on the road and than even cooking it because it's more expensive. Yes, it might look like that because you are buying it in large portions when you want to cook at home. But when you are buying outside, you're literally just buying once and you think, oh, it's cheaper than when I buy food at home. Now, let me give you an illustration. So, for a while, I was very busy, and my brother was also busy because we stayed together and we kept ordering food. And we're just like, oh, it's cheap. We're just getting it from Chicken Republic, one of the cheapest restaurants, one of the cheapest fast food in Nigeria, right? Or we are paying, two of us can get a meal, and we're paying 6,000 for the meal or 5,000. I was like, it's just cheap. So the other day we wanted to buy pepper soup from another fast food restaurant and we bought it for 4,000. We're like, oh, that's cheap. I went to the market and I decided I was going to make pepper soup from home. Right? I'm not going to be buying food as I used to. When I checked my bank statement, I'm like, oh my God, these things I am doing are just killing my. First of all, what I first did was delete all the apps. Yes, I said what I said. Delete all those food apps. Child deck, go. I'm so sorry. I am not trying to bring down what child deck stands for and everything because it's a good place for you to like order quick meals and eat. But for me, right now, I need to take it out. Child deck was my problem because once I'm hungry, I just go and type. Oh, and the food arrives. See, my house is very close to where they make the food, so it arrives in like 5 minutes or 10 minutes max. That's how fast it comes. It got to one point that when I order food, right, it doesn't take long. Oh. I just click on something that I want to check what this food is. I just noticed that they are debited my account. You know what I did? I removed my bank details from the app and I deleted the app because I was just like, okay, I just wanted to check what I was ordering and it had already gone. And before 10 minutes, the food was here. I had that food because I was very happy. So that's besides the point, right? Ordering food, fast food, and everything because you are hungry and everything, it's what is keeping our finances low. So, what I advise you to do during the weekends where you have time, or during weekdays where you have time, just make sure that you cook a large portion of like soup stews in your house and you can use it to eat anything. For me, Nigerians that we eat a lot of rice, some people eat swallow, I don't. But for people that eat swallow and everything, get those soup bowls and keep it in your house. You can order those, yeah. You can order those because that is better, right? You can either order soups or cook it if you have the luxury of time. Store it in your fridge and you can just be cooking rice, spaghetti, and everything to eat those food, right? That is one thing that's helped me. Now I make large portions of soups and everything and store it in the fridge, and I can take it out, scoop it out whenever I want to use it, and cook rice, spaghetti, or anything I want to eat, and I'm good. I checked it and I saw that almost half of my salary is going to child deck. Is going to these apps. What is it? So I know that a lot of people fall in between this one. This one is, I'm telling you. And I told my brother to also delete the app. It took him a while because he was more addicted to it than me. You know, I'm a lady now. I can just easily enter the kitchen and just whip up something to eat. But he has to make so much effort before he wants to eat. Like he's a large eater and everything. And it just feels like, okay, if I just order this food, it's just come in 10 minutes than trying to make swallow with okra soup and everything. It would take a long while, right? So it took a lot of pressure from him to delete it on his phone. And after he deleted it, he started buying food bowls, like soup bowls, and that's way better. And sometimes I just make stew and everybody eats and we are good. Another thing that is keeping your finances down is impulsive buying or emotional buying or buying things because you are sad. Oh my God. Last week I went to the market. I was sad and I thought a perfume was going to make me happy. This was last week. So just so you know that this is just something happens to humans and we make conscious efforts to be, should I call it being a minimalist, right? So as to be able to keep your finances in check. I just wanted to leave the house. I left the house and went and bought a perfume of, I think I spent close to 40,000 on just the perfume. I came back home and it just gave me joy when I was buying. When I got back home and I smelled it, I was like, oh well. I just kept it in my bag. I literally do not even use it. I've not used it till now. Right? So at the end of the day, these things don't make you happy. You just find happiness in yourself and look for things that do not cost money that can make you happy or little things, right? Because if you keep going around when you're sad just buying things, you will not have any money at the end of the day. In fact, at the end of the month you are with nothing in your balance. So just check your statement. So you can do that step. Just go check your bank statement and be like, oh, what is taking money? See, in Nigeria, majority of things that are taking people's money is food and beauty products. A lot of ladies spend money on beauty, and that is why the skincare beauty industry is thriving even more than food these days, because they focus on ladies insecurities and try to perfect it. Look, at a product just comes on hyperpigmentation that is working, trust in that product to sell. Because what, ladies have insecurities when they have sunburn, hyperpigmentation, and once they see something that's worked for one person, everybody buys it. Almost everybody buys it. So this is the things that are keeping our balances low. Skincare, I was able to help myself when it comes to skincare. I saw what worked for me and I am stuck with it, right? It is not expensive, it is okay, and I am just using that routine. I'm not really acne prone, so I cannot really relate when people use a lot of product to take care of their skin. But one thing I can recommend for people that are acne prone is going to a dermatologist. Like, just spend that money, go to a dermatologist and let them tell you the solution to your problem. Because testing all products going up and down instead of just going to a dermatologist or a doctor that can care for your skin, you just end up spending ridiculous amount of money on skin. I have done an analysis and I have noticed that a lot of ladies buy so much, so many irrelevant things than guys. This is not to say guys do not spend money on irrelevant things, but you see the ladies, because I feel like we have more insecurities and we just tend to buy clothes when we feel like, we just like to buy things that we feel that can complement our skin, change everything about the physical appearance of our skin, which is not really needed. Okay, I do not want to make this video long, so that's where I'm going to stop here. If you want to see a part 2 of this video, just make sure you type it down if you want to get a part 2, because there are still more things that are killing our balances. And that is all for the video. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and comment down video. I hope you guys enjoyed and stay till the end. Bye guys.